Hi everybody, this is Jamie. I'm out here at Santa Margarita Ranch and we are going to go on a hike with Bev Gingg, our Oak Education Manager. So we are at the trail where our Learning Among the Oaks program began in 2005 out here in Santa Margarita. So we're really excited to check this place out. And this is Bev, our Oak Education Manager. Hi Bev.
Hi Jamie. Hi everybody. We're really excited to be out here on this beautiful spring day and super happy to be able to connect our kids, because normally we'd be out here hiking every week during the spring with all the classes from Santa Margarita School and some from other schools. We were planning to bring out kids from other schools in Atascadero. So this is our main station on the trail, and before we get started, I want to explain that we are on private property of the Santa Margarita Ranch, and we're really grateful that more than 15 years ago, the owners of the ranch entered into an agreement with the Land Conservancy to allow us to use their ranch land for education. That was all those years ago, and thousands of kids now have had the chance to really explore these beautiful oak woodlands and to really develop deep connections with nature. So shout out to the Santa Margarita Ranch, and yes, this is private property, but we are using it for education, so it's restricted just for guided hikes. So
Perfect.
So we go ahead and hit the trail.
Yeah, lead the way. And so everyone knows I'm wearing a mask and we're staying 6 feet apart. So I apologize if my voice is a little muffled on this video. What are those?
Those are popcorn flowers. Can you get a close-up? Then come over and get a close-up. The kids love to find out that these are popcorn flowers because they look like little puffs of popcorn. And I love seeing them every spring. They just come and they're only here for a little while, and it's like a special spring.
Let's get moving out of the wind. I think it's pretty windy here.
Jamie, this was my favorite oak. It was the kids' favorite oak. It was this magnificent valley oak that had this incredibly strange trunk that went straight up and then made an arc and went straight down, perpendicular to the earth. It was the craziest thing, and it would be something for the kids to write a story like, how did this oak get the twisted trunk? And we had kids that drew pictures of it, and that was on our original trail guide cover. About 10 years ago, maybe a little less than that, this oak fell. It's probably hundreds and hundreds of years old, and now it's decomposing, and it has a new life as habitat for different kinds of organisms. But this is my heart is with this oak. I love this oak.
That's great. So for everyone who's joined, we're out at Santa Margarita Ranch on the Learning Among the Oaks Nature Trail with Bev Gingg. If you have any questions, feel free to type them in the comments and we'd be happy to try to answer them.
Yeah, Jamie, try to get a close-up of these fresh spring leaves, and you can see the little oak flowers that are dangling. Those are the male flowers that carry the pollen to the female flowers that are in the axils that they're hard to see. Actually, here's one right here. You can see it, Jamie. That's a female flower, and that's where, if it gets pollinated, that's where an acorn is going to start.
Oh, okay. Are there any mushrooms out here? Jen Joy is wondering. I think
Yes.
that's Jen Olson.
Yes, there are. There's some, I mean, thanks that we got some recent rains, they're keeping the fungi happy, and we'll see some really cool mushrooms up ahead. Actually, we'll see shelf fungus that are pretty cool. Did you get, there's another one of the California ringlet butterflies.
Oh, okay.
It's a native butterfly.
They're hard to see on video sometimes, so I'll try
Okay.
that one.
Jamie, you have to get this. Look at the lupin and the California ringlet butterflies. There's lots of the little butterflies that are fluttering. They're probably looking for a place to lay their eggs for mating. Jamie, can you get up close to one of the butterflies?
I'll try.
These are they're plain Jane butterflies. They don't look like anything gorgeous until you get up close. And then you'll see how beautiful they are. Let's keep going.
Try to get one. Look at all these beautiful lupin out here.
Isn't that beautiful? Jamie, get the Johnny jump ups right here. And there's some fillery. I love the little Johnny jump ups.
Those are those yellow ones?
Yeah. And this, Jamie, can you get a shot of this tree with all the lace lichen on it? This is where the kids learn the story of Freddy fungus and Alice algae. And with some other lichens, you'll see Sally cyanobacteria enjoying a symbiotic relationship.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And some people sometimes mistake lichen for being a moss, but it's
Right.
not the same thing.
Not moss.
Okay.
And it doesn't hurt the trees. Some people mistakenly believe that the lace lichens are hurting the trees because, especially in wintertime, they'll see an oak that is a deciduous oak. It doesn't have any leaves on it, and it looks kind of dead, and it's draped with this lichen, and people think, oh, that lichen is killing the tree. But actually the opposite. The lichens help collect particles, dust particles in the air, which are full of nutrients, and so when it rains, the rain washes those dust particles down to the root area of the oak and help fertilize the
Okay.
soil. So they actually help the oaks.
Very cool. So we can hear a train going by right now. You wouldn't think we'd be that close to any train tracks. How far away are they?
They're probably less than a mile.
Okay.
Yeah, because they go right through Santa Margarita.
Okay.
Which, this is something interesting on our trail. Does anybody have an idea what this is?
No guesses yet.
No guesses. We show this to the kids. This has been here all the years we've been doing the hikes for 15 years, and I'm sure it's been here for decades, if maybe even more than that before that. But we say, the kids, what do you think this is? And when we let them know what it really is, we'll say, does anybody need to go to the bathroom? And this is a chamber pot. So
Wow.
we definitely leave it out here. We don't disturb anything because this is part of the ranch. But we leave it here for others to discover. And
Some bones.
it may or may not be connected to as I understand it, this part of the ranch is called China Gardens because it's where there were Chinese encampments,
Oh.
railroad workers. we leave it there.
Okay. Always leave no trace. Don't take anything with you.
Maybe we'll see. We saw the deer earlier. They were beautiful, the deer running through the woods.
Yeah, they were. Yep, there's butterflies.
Can you get that one up close?
Oh.
I wish
Too
people
fast.
could see them up close because they're really beautiful. They just don't look like much from a distance.
And what were they called again?
There's a California ringlet butterfly, which is a
Okay.
native butterfly. And so Jen Olson, you can't see it very well, but this is one of my favorite fungi out here. I don't know if you'll be able to see underneath, but it's creamy white. The first time I saw this, it was this gorgeous, like caramely kind of swirly stuff on top with this beautiful creamy underneath. And I thought, what is this? It looks like some sort of confection, like something you'd find at a really fancy French bakery. So I soon learned from our fun guy, Dennis Sheridan, that this is an artist conch, which is a shelf.
If you move, I'll zoom in.
A shelf fungus that it is part of the decomposition cycle in nature, and it's called an artist conch because that creamy white underneath part is a canvas for artists. You can draw like something on there and it will keep the drawing. And so years and years ago, hundreds maybe, people discovered that that could be like a canvas for drawing. And you can see the flowers up close there. And most of these, out here on the Santa Margarita Ranch Trail, we have all three kinds of oaks that are common in San Luis Obispo County. We have the coast live oak, which is our evergreen, and we have blue oaks and valley oaks, mostly blue and coast live. Out here, not too many valley, but this is coast live. This is coast live. Actually, all these right there are coast live. I'll show you when we get to a blue oak because they'll just be leafing out now because they're just
Okay. Oh boy.
Sometimes we look under the cow pies.
Yeah, talk
Find
about
something
using
cool.
hand sanitizer. Jen Lannon says, "Hi Bev, we see you."
Hi Jen, I wish you were out here, Jen. Hi Nora, hi Emily. Yeah, we miss the Oak Ambassadors and all the school kids so much.
Wait, is she saying she sees us? Does she live near here?
Yeah,
Oh,
she lives really close.
that's funny.
So this is our native gray pine that I think is really quite beautiful. When I was growing up, we had these growing on our ranch and we would cut them for Christmas. And I always thought, why couldn't we have a normal Christmas tree? But then I grew to love them. They are kind of like the Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
Yeah,
And now when I see them out here mixed with the oaks, they are really beautiful.
it is.
And they're extremely well adapted to dry climate and poor soils.
They have very, very long needles.
Long gray needles, they hold in every bit of moisture.
Oh.
Jamie, when you get up here, if you can show everybody, it's buried in the soil, but this is one of the fossils that we find. There are all kinds of fossils here, and they are clues that tell us that this land 10 million years ago was under the sea. And so this is an oyster that has become fossilized. It's a rock now, but it's amazing for the kids. We have a volunteer, John McCabe, who is the land under the sea. He tells the story of the ancient peaks and how the land has changed over the last 10 million years.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a physical sign of what was here long before there were any oaks. The oaks really haven't been here. It's when you think about time in California, the oaks as we know them have only evolved over the last few thousand years, which most people don't realize.
Yeah.
I learned that at a California Oak Symposium. Super interesting.
So, we're right near Ancient Peaks Winery, which is also part of the Santa Margarita Ranch. Yeah, and they, I guess the fossil oysters in the soil help with fertilization of the soil. Is that
Probably,
right?
But the Ancient Peaks, they have their oyster ridge, and they've got incredible, just incredible fossil collections that people can see if they're part of, that community.
Okay. Now, Bev, I have a question. Why do some organisms get fossilized and others do not?
So, Jamie, that's a really good question. So in order to become fossilized, an organism has to have some really hard, bony structures, like things like teeth and bones and shells. Those are the kinds of things that can become fossilized because they have to be able to endure over a long period of time for the fossilization where minerals become that thing. And so you end up with a rock that is that, like oyster or whatever. So something that is soft bodied like an earthworm, it's going to decompose before there's any kind of fossilization that could possibly happen. So you're never going to find an earthworm fossil.
Oh, okay.
Never.
Bummer. I've been looking.
Or a snail, or an octopus. So this is another one of our little stations where we sit and talk with the kids. And this is one of our favorite fungi. This is called turkey tail. And the kids learn about this, and it's really beautiful. You can see why it's called turkey tail. It's very common.
Is cool.
So chances are, if you live, you are out in nature, you're gonna see turkey tail somewhere. If there's a fallen tree or a log or something, because it's part of the decomposition process.
It looks like it would be really soft, but it's
hard.
Pretty firm.
Yeah.
Yeah. For those of us just joining, we're at Santa Margarita Ranch with Bev Gingg, our Oak Education Manager, and she is showing us our Learning Among the Oaks nature trail. It is on private property, but this is where our kids in our Learning Among the Oaks program at Santa Margarita Elementary School get to come out and learn about our local ecosystems.
Jamie, look how beautiful this is.
This is amazing.
Yeah, it is gorgeous. And more of our California ringnut butterflies.
Yes.
This is a blue oak, and these are the first leaves of spring. For this beautiful blue
Oh,
oak.
wow. So what are some of the main differences for someone who's looking for them?
Okay, so it's really pretty easy to tell the three different oak species apart. The blue oak is the oak that has the leaves that actually can take a pretty wide range of forms, from an oval to kind of more of a wavy leaf margin, but it's a deciduous oak. It has a blue tinge to the leaves. Not right now, but in the summertime, if you're driving on the 101 north, you can be driving, kids when they're driving with their parents, and they can clearly see oaks that have a bluish kind of a color to them. And they're like, look, those are blue oaks. Whereas the coast live oak is dark green, and it's evergreen. And the oaks have those distinctive sharp points around the edges. And the other thing with the coast live oak is if you turn the leaves over, you'll find on the midrib underneath it, it has little fuzzy, so we say
The
it
hairy,
has hairy armpits,
yes.
like Lindsay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then valley oak has these beautiful, oh, there goes a scrub jay. Valley oak is the one that has the beautiful, they look like snowflakes to me because the leaves have deep valleys.
Okay.
They're very deeply lobed,
Okay.
so we call it, but I think the leaves are gorgeous.
Very cool. Just so you know, Nathan's on the line watching.
Hi, Nathan! Nathan at Yellowstone. Nathan, we missed you.
Oh, isn't that a butterfly? I think we can do a few more minutes, Bev.
Okay.
Yeah. If anyone's watching and you have any questions for us about this ranch, about the Land Conservancy, please feel free to write them in the comments.
Jamie, that's more like, there's different kinds of lichen. The lace lichen is the one that hangs from the branches, it's lacy-like. That's the foliose and the crustose lichen that
This?
grows. Yeah,
Okay.
it's kind of leaf-like, and then there's the crustose that's more like a crust. Like this, this kind of weird color, chartreuse. That's a crustose lichen.
Okay. Katrina, it is really gorgeous out here. It's unbelievable.
We didn't talk about the wildlife cameras.
We haven't, that's right.
Yeah, so
We keep forgetting that one.
I want to also give a shout out to Margarita Costigan, who is a very dear friend and LATO supporter, who's the one that taught me about the California ringlet butterflies. I love them. But they're all over today. So Jamie, this might be a good spot to wrap up.
Okay.
Right here is nature is always changing. That's something the kids discover when we're out here on the trail. It's never boring. No matter how many times the kids have been out here, they always discover something new in a different season. Nature never stays the same. And this is one of the big old trees that fell across our trail. And we had to decide to take the trail around it or cut through it. So we went through, and we used to have a wildlife camera posted on this. It's not there anymore, we've repositioned it, but one of the coolest wildlife camera pictures that we ever got was taken right here of a bobcat that walked right up to the camera with a huge ground squirrel hanging out of its mouth. And that is in our collection of wildlife camera photos that you can see at our website. So
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah,
It's very cool.
it's super cool. But Jamie, it's been super fun to be out here today.
Yeah.
And
Oh, do we see something?
I saw some hawks.
Oh.
I haven't heard them. I wish we were to hear the hawks.
A lot of beautiful greenery out here today. Lots of wildflowers. Really
Saw
beautiful.
Deer running away.
Mhm.
We see coyotes and foxes and just.
Katrina says this is the best program ever.
Hi, Katrina. Katrina's part of the program.
Yeah.
And Nathan. So many people, 15 years of kids that have grown up that have been part of walking this trail that you can see from Google Earth now.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, you can see our trail. But
Excellent.
we hope it'll just keep going. But we super appreciate everyone who's been part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy
Great.
15th anniversary.
Yeah,
in a
that's
couple
right.
weeks.
In a couple weeks.
It was, I think, May 5th, 2005.
Okay.
I have a picture. We came out here and we had nothing but an idea, and we got a grant, and it was like everything just grew from that.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you, everybody who joined for this hike. Once again, it is private property. We appreciate you respecting that, but we're glad Bev was able to get out here and give us a tour. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time. If you haven't already, sign up for our e-news. Make sure you're following us on Facebook, and we announce these hikes weekly. So we'll see you next time.